Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw tips and tricks. I just used this for a video. I did not draw this. I tried to help somebody figure out this shadowing with the Gaussian blur, and I'm pretty sure I know how they drew it, or how I would draw it. I'm going to take there's 6 sides. I'm going to use a star. I'm going to use a 6-sided star. And I'm going to make it less sharp like that. And then you can, with a star like a polygon, you can do this stuff right here and bring it in. Now I'm going to hit P and put it in the center of the page, and I'm going to hit Control D to make a duplicate. While holding down the Shift key, I'm going to bring it in. Now the only thing different between mine and theirs is this little V cut. So I think we can figure that out too. Tell you what we can do. Let's group this together for a second, and let's rotate it 30 degrees. And that gives us a up and down point that I can use. My deals aren't quite as sharp as theirs. I'm going to use the polygon tool this time, and I'm going to draw a 3-sided polygon. And then I'm going to mirror it upside down. And I'm going to go ahead and hit P and put it in the center of the page. And then I'm going to, holding down the Control button, I'm going to do that right there. And maybe, I'm not going to be exactly the same size. But what I can do there now is take this away and actually take that away. So there's that V. Now what I need to do is let's zoom in here. And I'm going to use a 2-point line to go from there to there, go from there to there, and we actually need one to go from there to there to separate the colors. Now remember, we're working in the center of the page, so I'm going to hit my indexing lines and put them back in the center of the page. I'm going to take the Smart Fill tool. It's the same green, they must be using RGB. Then I'm going to grab the Interactive Fill tool, and then I'm going to put a little black on that end, and then bring it down just a little bit. That's pretty close. Now you could use the attribute eyedropper, but you'll never get that same angle. So we'll have to come across here and put black in there, then bring our handle down. Kind of make them about even. Now what we can actually do is, because this is grouped together, we can delete it. Well, I missed one step. I just remembered this part right here. So let me turn this thing back to 0. And we're going to put a black mark. So what I'm going to do is take a 2-point line and hit P, double click on it and get our rotation. I'm going to rotate it a little bit. And now I can fill that in with a black. There we go. Now I'm going to hit my line and delete it, and hit this and delete it. I'm going to go ahead and group this together, Control G. And then I'm going to Control D and duplicate it. I'm going to bring back this indexing line. And I'm going to double click on it and move the rotation to there. And I'm going to rotate it 60 degrees. Control D, 120 degrees. Control D, Control D, Control D. That's pretty close. Mine's a little bit darker. And this is where I helped him yesterday doing the Gaussian blur. I'm going to go ahead and group this together, Control G. I'm going to take away my indexing lines. I'm going to draw a rectangle. I want that shape. I'm going to grab the Smart Fill tool. I'm going to go ahead and use black, and I'll move that over. I'm going to fill in with black, and this is what I did yesterday. And then I can actually take, and I can actually fill this in with black now. It all looks black. And then let's take away this is where I took over for him in the video. I went to Effects, Blur, Gaussian Blur, and blur it just a little bit. I'm going to blur it a little bit more. go OK, and then nudge it up, go up to Object, Order, Back a Page. Takes a little while because that Gaussian blur is kind of takes over. So there's that. Now mine's a little sharper, but it's the same effect. And look how it makes the white look blurry, even though the white is actually clear. Anyway, I hope that answered their question, and thank you for watching.